Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Force here. Going to be doing some StarCraft 2 commentary for you today. I'm going to be starting the day off with a series here between EG's IdrA and BcuzofuProS. We're starting things off here on Metalopolis, the first game in the series. We do have IdrA spawning over here in the 9 o'clock position as our green Zerg player. And then over here in the far right, which will be called the 2.5 or 3 o'clock position, we do have BcuzofuProS, the blue Terran players. Yes, Terran versus Zerg, IdrA versus Bcuzofu here on Metalopolis, and let's get this series underway here. We can see IdrA moving his Overlord down into that lower position here, moving it to the 6 o'clock, and he will likely just be skirting the Overlord to just about here, giving him just enough vision to see the edge of the command center, and if it's not there, he should be actually just rerouting that Overlord. That is what I expect there from IdrA. Of course, we do want to see whether or not IdrA decides to go with something like 15 hatch, or if he's concerned about it being a little bit too risky, and instead opening up with pool and extractor first. Do keep in mind, especially if you're to go 15 hatch on this map and your Terran opponent were to be spawning in that near position, you can see if he were to spawn here how close that ground distance would be. Things like 2 racks early pressure could be incredibly dangerous. Now, as we can see, Bcuzofu is actually spawning straight across the map in a cross-positional location. And what is this coming down over here? We have got a proxy barracks coming down for Bcuzofu right here at that high yield, and it's going to be actually rallied straight cross-positional to this proxy barracks as well. So Bcuzofu with a very fast and aggressive 2 racks pressure is what he's going to be opening up with, and look at that, IdrA coming out hatch first. So I mentioned if the Terran player were to spawn in that near position that it could be really dangerous, but the fact that Bcuzofu is proxying it is equally as dangerous as if he had spawned in a near position. The whole idea is that the ground distance is very short, and especially with this proxy racks right here. Now this is an incredibly dangerous position, especially if the drone were to go straight across there. And is he going to move up and scout it? It looks like he does. IdrA fully scouting Bcuzofu, coming out with the 2 racks aggression. However, this drone is a little bit too late. The SCV should have no problem finishing that racks. Here comes that Marine as well. And racks over here has finished that first Marine, has popped down, working its way on across. So again, this proxy racks aggression, it's going to be very difficult right now for IdrA to deal with this. His pool isn't up yet. It's coming on through. You can see no extractor yet. He needs to save those minerals and try to come out with as many Zerglings. Now he's going to need to use drones to try to prevent the placement of any bunker. But even without a bunker, this proxy racks being so close, this Marine pressure is going to be incredibly strong right now from Bcuzofu. So how is IdrA going to be able to deal with this? He's got a few workers coming off the line to try to help against this early Marine pressure. We've got 6 Zerglings coming on the way as well. I do expect there's the bunker again placed down for Bcuzofu, and he's actually got some Marines wedged in the corner, pretty safe there, guarded by that SCV as well. And what is IdrA doing with the drones? He's trying to cut off reinforcements. This is a huge loss right now for IdrA. Lots of no mining time, but he's doing what he can to try to cut off any reinforcements. And look at those Marines safe right there, tucked away in the corner. The Zerglings trying to get as close as possible. They do manage to kill off the 1 Marine. This one, is he going to make it? No, it doesn't look like it does. We got a few more SCVs coming on down, as well as a couple more Marines. The bunker has finished right now, and what is Bcuzofu going to be able to do? Is he going to be able to get inside of that bunker? That's what he needs. If he can get those Marines inside the bunker, he will be all set. We have an SCV up on the high ground as well. Continued Marine production. A little bit of micro right now, trying to stay away. This is a huge loss right now for IdrA. All this time not mining, and these Marines shredding through those workers right now, and IdrA is in a very tough position. The bunker is still up, and those Marines sneaking ever closer right now, but they're just doing tremendous amounts of damage. We're nowhere near metabolic boost. Those regular Zerglings quite easy for this amount of Marines to handle early on, and with some more micro Bcuzofu forcing IdrA to just quit the game. Obviously, no GG there. Bcuzofu opened up this game with a proxy racks in that position, and then one over here as well, allowing him to apply some early game aggression. With his drone scout, IdrA was able to scout one of the proxy barracks. However, the drone arriving a little bit late wasn't able to stop that SCV from completing the building of it. Bcuzofu was able to get down a bunker and hide his Marines in the corner, which allowed him to do a little bit of extra damage, especially with that SCV guarding as well. Now IdrA then moved over some drones, and the attempt here is to cut off any reinforcing Marines, so we did see Bcuzofu just pull back and wait till he got a little bit more of a sizable force. Once he worked his way up to a fair amount of SCVs and Marines, we saw Bcuzofu push out, and with some good micro was able to stay away from most of the damage of those Zerglings as well as these drones, and Bcuzofu just tearing through everything that IdrA had, and IdrA then shortly left the game. Alright guys, well that's a pretty interesting game number 1 here in this series between IdrA and Bcuzofu. Stay tuned for game number 2 in just one moment. As always guys, if you like the content, please subscribe. Thank you for watching, keep and keep owning.